We'll go ahead. So we're on Stalingrad here tonight. Started here with railway crossing being the midpoint. Alrighty, so we have rockets coming out, flares coming out. Gary's will be built momentarily. Okay, artillery going off in the background. Okay, so these are mixed teams tonight. So I'm on the German side, and we're railway crossing. The Axis will have elevation over here. And so they'll be able to, should be able to set up some MGs. It gets a good crossfire into the point. Down to the South Railway Crossing. This is where the Allies usually load up heavily down here. Round goes flying through. Railway crossing, though, is typically a point for the Axis that they'll need to recap. Allies do have the advantage off of the opening. Vehicle goes down. Luke's is up here. Medium is moving down to the south. Okay, and the first point goes to the Allies off of the flip. Second AD infantry squads push back a little bit, but the good thing is they have Dolgi Ravine up here to their fourth point. So they won't have to go too far to play defense. Luke's is streaming in here. Tinner, Windows XP, and trying to get the name here. Benjax moving up here to the north. They're going to raw dog this thing maybe around the point. Luke's is stationary for the moment at the edge. Axis are pushed back here up on the hill. Luke's pushing back a little bit. Kind of seeing what's going to happen here. Not 100% sure. No AT in sight. Second AD cam takes down Cigarro Man. Your mom's mother has Ozcom. Gotta say that very carefully now. Map situation, post-cap though. Let's take a look here. So we got good Garys down here to the south. One Gary Dolgi Ravine. So this Gary's gonna block any Gary up on the front line right there. But that's okay. They should be fine. Looks like they're starting to overload the north. Okay, there we go. Propaganda holding up the northern part. Luke's is still up here to the north. And with that, the Axis have a pretty good line stabilized here. A little bit spread out in the back line, trying to get some flanking action around. Should be okay. Luke's taking a shot from the PTSD. Speardo's coming over here with the satchel. Can he get it on? No, it falls on the ground. Satchel on the ground. The Lukes will look to back away. Sparrow is going to go away from that satchel. It still actually may get the Lux due to proximity. I'm kind of curious if it's going to get it. Luke's taking more shots. Luke's trying to speed away from that satchel. Propaganda, though, is going to get blasted. Propaganda has no idea. Oh, Propaganda gets obliterated into pieces right there. Okay, so the Lukes retreated. The Lukes will look to repair up there. And the line will begin to stabilize up here to the north. We do have the clown car from the Soviet side making its way around here. The clown car will park there, but we do have R10 Queen here. Oh. Clown car backing up there. Point begins to flicker. R10 Queen. Oh, was he able to reach? He was able to get the satchel on the tank. On the clown car. Tank is satchel forbidding, putting on another satchel to boot. Just to add injury to insult there. And the clown car will be satcheled. Okay, clown car will be satcheled here. And down goes the clown car. Alrighty, so that will take place out of that. Okay, so T-34 will back up here behind the line. Okay, the map looks pretty good for the moment. Pretty solid line. Do have some bodies thinking in the background. We have Baker Squad, Fox Squad making their way around. Pretty good spread on Stalingrad, though. As you can see, Stalingrad offers a nice clear line between the Allies and the Axis, especially with the train crossing here. And the Axis MGs will be able to spin. We'll be able to pin a whole bunch of bodies down on the east side from the Allies. The thing is, though, if the Allies lose this point, it's... Oh, we do a bombing run coming up north. We'll see how that bombing run does. But if the Allies lose this point... they're at an incredible disadvantage because their tanks will have to come up from back there and the Axis will have the high ground, and it will be a just nightmare for them to want to push up. Bombing run comes in, gets a few. Ooh, nice beautiful Rick there going off into the stratosphere. T-34 takes a Rick shot from Cosmos. Cosmos is going to line it up again. Oh, no, he will not. T-34 taking some rounds. Luke's is going to push up. The T-34 Ricks off of the Luke's. Luke's is pushing up slowly here. T-34 should be able to come around. It is tracked, I believe. Remember, with the Luke's, the light tank, you can provide for those new tankers out there in case you feel like you're at an absolute worthless task of going up against the enemy tank. Remember, if it is a medium or heavy and you can't take it out with your light tank, if you're in a Luke specifically, you can at least track it, so hit it in the tracks and cause it to become immobile. And so that way, maybe a satchel player can jump on top, or maybe an AT player can take advantage of the situation and just hopefully knock that tank out. So don't think you're completely worthless when it comes to going up against a medium or medium or heavy tank. You can always knock out its tracks. Pretty good line split out, though. Axis are going to have a hell of a time trying to push across those train tracks. $1:15 left to go on the clock if you're just joining me. So far, we're just seeing one cap from the Allies off of the opening, as is expected with railway crossing here. And now we're in this nice back and forth to see who's able to gain control of the tracks and push across into these buildings right here. Buildings is a strong term, I should say. Ruins will probably be a better term. T-34 smoking up here to the north still. No buddy engineer yet to repair their tank. Luke's still cruising around a little bit. T-34 still tracked, and still you see what kind of damage that Luke's was able to do. And the T-34 is not moving. No one's helping repair anything right there. So it can't be taken advantage of. T-34 is going to the side here. Going at a snail's pace. Just going up to the edge. Peeks the corner and takes down the Luke's. There we go. So that'll take care of that Luke support on the north. So we'll go down here to the south. So this is a very key building complex here for the Allies. And so they'll need to hold this to prevent a wrap from the Axis to the north. So as soon as if the Axis were to capture these buildings right here, they can capture these and then start wrapping up here and get behind them and provide crossfire into the back of the point. So it's just very, very key. They have to hold that. They have to hold these. Okay, it looks pretty clear though. We got one squad in the back line. We do have Baker Squad. Phil Mike Collins. Phil Mike Collins, a legendary player who gets in the back line with ease. It sometimes with ease. It sometimes seems. Phil Mike Collins takes down one there. Napalm takes down Napalm. Going over to Giovanni Lavardo. Giovanni Lavardo takes down Phil Mike Collins. Papa Bear Baker moving over here. He is the assault loadout. We'll get back to the action on the front line. Oh, Papa Bear Baker goes down. We do have a T-70 back here providing some support, I think. Oh, no, that T-70 is actually decrewed. There's nobody in there. So we should see a tank crew try to get back to this tank any second now. Sniper action in the back line from Alex. T-34 still up here behind the wall. We do have Piram repairing his tank. Grenade goes down below us. Smoke grenade, though. See, this would be a powerful combination. If you hear a tank on the opposite side of the wall, try to get a satchel on that wall right there. Just like Queen may be trying to do right now. He may hear them repairing. Oh, no, he's not going to get a satchel. He takes down one here, though. He's going to get a satchel directly on the tank. And there he goes. Queen gets one on. Will the TC spot it? Will the TC spot it? Oh, one rocket to the back from Cosmos. TC gets out, gets mowed down by Queen. Queen's going to protect his prey. Oh, and the T-34 goes down. And Anakin with the little tank kill there, stealing the CE. It's taking the CE away from the hard-earned satchel. Damn. Okay, so let's zoom out a little bit, see how the map situation is developing. We do have some wrapping going down to the south from the Allies. So that is happening. They are going to curl around and maybe force the Axis into a little bottleneck there. So make sure we're at full players. Yeah, we're at 50 versus 50 right now. 100 players in the server. So the Allies doing a good job of controlling the flank down to the south and mopping up in the back line, making sure they're not getting outflanked. Looking good, looking good. We'll just keep the camera angle here for the moment. Okay, looking good, looking good. Solid lines starting to form here. Looks like we're going to be at a stalemate for a little bit, everybody. Wicks up here to the top, rocking the MG. And so on Stalingrad, everybody, this is a very key building where you can build a Belgian gate. So we're talking about this building right here. You can build a Belgian gate and get up on this building. And as Wicks is doing here, he has an excellent sight line into the point. And he can watch everything with a little bit of coverage there. But he has a good angle right here. He is killable. Don't get me wrong. He is killable. But you have a great angle to watch everything in the back of the point there. So highly recommend for new players, go ahead and build a Belgian gate there and see what buildings you could jump on. This is an example on Stalingrad. But Belgian gates offer you a lot of dynamicism to the gameplay that you may want to take advantage of. Okay, moving on here, everybody. Go take a look at the map situation for the north. Everybody's in the north. Everybody's hacking it out in the north. Axis slowly trying to make progress, but the artillery is freaking zeroed in right there. Katyusha's coming in. Trying to put across this, get across this wall right here. Artillery comes off. We do have Zazaz coming across here beyond the wall. Goes down. Artillery still falling. Artillery rounds come in to the north. South is still holding on. Good Gary network right here. We're going to take a quick look in the back line, I think, and see if we have anything, any shenanigans going on from the Allies. Oh, we do have an Airhead coming in, though. Airhead falling to the north. We'll go and take an eye on that. Let's see if the Allies are doing anything. Tank crew for the Axis back here. Okay. Luke's pushing up to the front line. Doesn't look to be any shenanigans for the Allies in the back line. So it looks like they're good to go. Let's go check out that Airhead, shall we? Okay, pretty solid line. Airhead's falling to the north. Vanguard and the Allies should be all over this. Strafing run comes in. This is right over there. I think, yeah, it should be landing right there. Bombing run coming in at a nice diagonal, actually. Airhead's gonna fall right behind the building. Oh my gosh, did they not see it? No, come on. These guys should be seasoned pros. That Airhead is live. Airhead is live behind the line. Oh my gosh. Oh, Estavera Kira is here. And we have Benico. The Airhead is not locked yet. Spawn wave should be any second. Recon player comes over. Oh, we do have a spawn wave. He gets mowed down. And there we go. Airhead spawn wave comes in. Okay, so this Airhead spawn wave will be able to flood the back line here. And these squad leads are going to look to get OPs up. However, the Allied armor is going to have a good sightline on knocking them out. So we'll have to see how this develops. Look at that spawn wave. Axis are setting everybody back here. And we see the flood of Allies starting to maybe come back to the point. I'm not too sure if they called it back, but there is nobody on defense, though. Just the commanders back there. And the point is flickering here. Look at that stream of Axis coming in. IS-1 down below us here. They're going to need some armor support desperately. 2 IS-1s. And a T-70. I think the T-70 is still abandoned, though. Cap pressure starts to come in on 4th. Commander's heading towards a strong point. Contests it. So they're going to be fine. These 2 IS-1s, though. Oh, my gosh. Allies are flooding back towards a point. Axis are just going to aim to basically get in the hard cap right now. Okay, so looking good for the Axis. The Allies, though, are closing in on the point. Skeleton's crew back on defense at the moment. Situation is developing. Okay, the Allies are getting the point back. They're closing back in from all areas. That's a problem with these Airheads. It's like a one luck of the draw sort of, yeah, just a luck of the draw because the enemy team can collapse all around you. Ooh, tank goes down. Is that to a rocket? Oh no, it's a T-70. Okay, T-70 goes down. Another 3rd IS-1 rolling up here. Third IS-1, 3 IS-1s here, the back line, and they're going to really help clean up this infantry. Airhead is long gone up in the north. The infantry is getting squished back, so this, unfortunately, this push now is going to end, I think. Yeah, okay. So that push will get squashed. Yeah, just a few bodies remain here, but it was an exciting little venture there. Gotta admit, it was a good try. Solid Airhead that miraculously the Allies up here in the north did not notice. We have Anakin right here behind the little. Oh. Gets taken down by Verakai. 3 IS-1s though really demolished that Airhead play. Okay, so the Axis will look to reset their Gary position now, since they committed everything up to the north. And you can see, due to that gamble, obviously it was a good gamble, it was a really good gamble, but since they lost the gamble, they lost all this territory right there, and now they have to fight back to regain all that ground. Okay, so we'll see some... We'll just see everybody slowly start to reset on the Axis side. Like I said before, their fourth point is right here on Dolgi Ravine, so they'll be just fine. Got a good Gary network set up in the back line, so they just need a few more here, and they'll be right back at it. Pretty long engagements so far, though. We do have one Baker squad in the back line, so if he could get a Gary up, they could try to flood it. But it looks like his bodies are going down. Baker squad OP down there to the south. Yeah. I don't see them being there that often. Feel my call on sticky feet right there. Infanti Vinny back here, and he takes him down. Takes down Sticky Feet. Feel my Collins getting suppressive fire. Infanti gets taken down. IS-1 pushing up. Michael Gladero, we've seen him in action before, making incredible plays. Let's see how Michael Gladero approaches this. He's taken down many tanks in his past. He knows how to approach it with care. He's crouched down a little bit, going towards the IS-1. Michael Gladero, could he get up there with ease? Nice slide, nice electric slide towards the IS-1 and gets the satchel on, and the IS-1 has no idea. Oh, TC gets out. TC gets out. Michael Gladero. Oh, Michael Gladero takes down Bodike. Oh, other crew member gets out. Param. He's going to beat the corner with the pistol. Oh, Param gets taken down by Michael Gladero. And Michael Gladero is going to earn himself a beautiful wham bam shabamo here on Stalingrad. Nice job there, Michael Gladero. Takes down one of the 3 IS-1s, so that'll help equalize to the Axis armor. The point, though, is pretty clear for the Allies. No Axis have... all the Axis have been pretty much wiped from the territory. That OP most likely will be swarmed on here shortly. We do have some Jeep action going on, actually, that I missed before. Probably during all that chaos of the Airhead. So we'll keep an eye on this backline OP and see how it develops, but let's see how the Allies are pushing up to the point here. Making their way up to the hard cap. Slowly but surely starting to get it closer and closer. 58 minutes left to go, everybody. If you're just joining me, I'm your host tonight, Smithers. I play for Helios, command for Helios. Competitive team around for 3 years now in the competitive community for Helios. And am a caster for Radical Gaming Network. And tonight I am casting Friday Night Fights. So far we've just seen one cap. Oh. Okay. So far we've just seen one cap. Allies capped railway crossing first. And now we just are slogging it over. Airhead plane goes above us. There it is. Axis Airhead will be about right here, I think. Yep. Be about right here. Gaining, trying to get for the frontline push. Axis have a not so good spread right here. A break in between the lines. And Vanguard and the rest of the Allies are going to be able to exploit that. This break. MGs from the Ally side will be able to pin those guys down that are trying to approach back from the south. They're flooding the point now. Anakin. Ooh! Rocket comes in. Nick MD takes him down. Nick MD takes down another one. Oh, that light artillery is going to be terrible here. Trembo, Pyromagnet, and Daring Otter. Vinny Pablo back here in defense. Oh, and the Arty round comes in. Arty round's going to be landing probably right on that Gary back there. Okay, let's see if what kind of spawn wave we're able to get on defense. Oh, Nick MD is going to post right back here. He's going to fire a rocket maybe at the Gary. He's keeping an eye on the Gary. And nice KMD is going to go up and try to dismantle it. And he's going to take it down. Oh, no. Not looking good for the Axis right now. Allies are swarming this point. Oh my gosh, I don't see how the Axis are going to get this back. They're going to be forced back from Mamiev approach. Allies have just totally swarmed this, especially with that Airhead spawn. Not looking so good here. And the Allies are streaming ahead west. They're going to get prepped for the next point right now, I think. Von Magasin, Pina Colada up here. Filera, Sparrow, trucks all moving up here to the 5th point. Going up against 2nd AD and the crew, Tiger Tank crew. Luke's crew is also pushing up. We do have an AT gun by Forbidding and Wix back here. Oh, and the AT gun gets blasted. Taken down. Luke's is trying to push up through the point. I don't know how long it's going to last. Jefferson may have rockets. He does. He gets one rocket in the back. And the Luke's is going to be engined. And this will be a... Oh, and the Luke's goes down to a beautiful rocket there from Jefferson. Nice job there, buddy. Nice job. Okay, so the Axis will be forced back into Mamiev approach. It's trying to hold this ground here, but the Allies are flooding forth. We do have a recon tank at the back line from 2nd AD. Katusha strike is coming in, I think, towards the last point. Let's see how this puppy lands. Daring Otter MG up on the roof here. And here comes the Katusha, everybody. Katusha can be sometimes super devastating. All depends on where those, just the luck of the rockets landing. And that's the Katusha. That's it for the Katusha. All right, 53 minutes left to go. Okay, Dolgi Ravine starts to be capped a little bit from the recon tank. But I feel like the Allies are going to be all over that. Where's the Puma? Puma's down here to the south. Puma has stopped with infantry all around it. Puma's going to be a sitting duck. Remember, Pumas are just one rocket shot away for being taken down. Do we have any Allied AT in the area? Oh, this Puma is rolling through. No Allied rockets to take it out. Cap progress coming in on Dolgi. But that's merely just sector at the moment. Puma goes down, I think, to an IS-1, I'm assuming. Okay. So 52 minutes left on the clock, everybody. If you're just joining me so far, we've seen 2 caps, both from the Allies. The Axis took a big gamble with an airhead play to the north, a railway crossing, and almost looked like it was going to pay off, but the Allies were able to surround it and squash that push. And now the Axis are on the back foot at this last point here on Mamiev approach. Okay, map situation. We got a Gary in the back line here, Gary right here, Gary up on the point. So they'll look to try to get some red zone Garys on the flank. We do have an SL, Phil Mike Collins, Michael Godero, and Orthdale down here. Moving around the transport truck, trying to get something going on the flanks. The Allies are pushing closer and closer, I feel, to the point. Now it's just all about biding your time. Remember, it's a long game, everybody, so you can't get too unmotivated, right? Can't get too disappointed in the situation. Got to keep your head up. You have 50 minutes left on the clock. Anything can happen in that 50 minutes. Sometimes teams just go down early. Mistakes happen. It's all right. Jordan coming around the corner here. Gets taken down. And the Allies are getting closer and closer to the hard cap. During Otter MG in the building there. Artillery landing close. Allies are flooding towards the point. Baker OP goes up far to the south. Panzer IV down here. Dealing with some infantry. Allies slowly creeping up. Early Apex, take it down one. Nope. Is that the Panzer IV? Panzer IV goes down. Amber Lamps coming over here. Amber Lamps. No, somebody's over here. Just saw the tank go down, so he's looking for infantry, no doubt. Amber Lamps coming around the corner. Will he see Padre? Padre! Oh! Amber Lamps gets taken down by Padre. And the Axis are in this little gap, or a little bulge right there. Allies are cleaning house at the moment. Maviev approach is getting more and more Allied bodies in it. We have this interesting split, though. Axis have some spawns in between both of the Allied spawns. But I imagine once the Allied tanks roll up here, we should see a lot of punishment going on. Pyromagnet up on the front line. Trying to help secure some ground up here. Pyromagnet coming up. Takes down one. Pyromagnet goes over. Oh! Pyromagnet gets taken down. Vinny Pablo, medic. Vinny Pablo will... Oh! Medic gets taken down. No Geneva Convention here, everybody. This is anything goes. Airhead plane flying over. Airhead plane landing on defensive side to the north. Trying to get some more bodies in the spawn point. Transport truck still going around in the back line. The issue with trying to flank around them on Dolgi is that you have a very slim margin before you get to the strong cap to do any flanking action. As opposed to railway crossing where it's in the middle, right? So you can flank up here to the north a little bit and get something up there. But with Dolgi, it's like right there. But we'll see how Phil and the rest of Baker Squad's able to do here. I just have a feeling as soon as this Allied armor moves up, it's going to be able to provide a lot of fire support and just blast the enemy infantry out of the point. We do have some patrols back here for the Allies. So we have Eric Sala. He is a TC, though. So he shouldn't be back here too long. We have a damaged IS-1 back here. So he's going to look to repair that and get back in that. A little squad back here. We have 5 bodies or so back there doing their thing. Slowly going to make their way over here. But the Allies with strong map control, been able to clear out all these buildings, and are forcing the Axis into this small gap right here. A small little pocket. One Allied IS-1 right here. Pushing up slowly. Bombing run coming in. This is an Axis bombing run. It's going to go over right at the front line. They're feeling the pressure here. Phil calls out in chat. He's going to get an OP for the attack. Bombing run may have damaged the IS-1 as far as taking out its tracks. I think it did. IS-1's tracks are damaged. Artillery going off with IS-1 now as well. The Axis are doing a good job of holding this pocket. Do the Axis have any tanks up? They have one Luke's and a Tiger. Precision coming in. Precision lands on the building. Don't know if it got anybody. May have gotten one. Did it go for... Okay, no, I think it was just a commander just using his resources. Tiger up here to the north, or maybe he had a bad tank mark. Tiger up here to the north. Dinner, Windows XP, and Banjaxed. Teven and Ion and Baker Squad on the back line. Okay, so they're making some slow progress there. Making progress. It is a long game, though, remember? Make it a long game. Let's go see if they have anything to fear behind Dolgi. No, they don't. They have a clear sight. Oh, they may have been spotted by Panda. Panda Mukaburu. We do have an IS-1 near point as well, so they're going to have to watch out for that. Okay, so we'll keep an eye on that, everybody. Vanguard and the rest of the allies may call for a flare in the back line. 44 minutes left to go. Another transport truck going up to the south. This is Untile coming up down there. Luke's pounding the building a little bit. Baker Squad making some progress. We may see a Stuka on that IS-1 if it stops. IS-1 down below us, in need of repair. Rocket coming into the building complex. I think it just hit that dead body and moved it over a little bit. Still pretty much a standstill. Axis are holding their ground in this pocket. They are so concentrated. I think it's just going to come down to the armor. The infantry is holding the ground, but oh my gosh, they are trying to get over the ravine right here. If they can get a satchel on that building, that would be huge. Rocket comes in. This building's so key. The Allies, the Russians trying to throw some nades in the building, maybe pop it. The satchel on that building would be detrimental, though, to the defense here. Gain HQ. Gets in the building. Oh, and he takes him down. Oh, Gate no in the building. Oh my gosh. And the cap has begun. Will we see the Allies flood this? We do have the Tiger pushing up north. Tiger takes one shot. Tiger takes two shots. The Tiger goes down. Cap progress. Baker Squad gets something up in the back line, but the Allies are all over Vanguardia. They are all back here, mowing them down. Cap progress coming in on the 5th point. Shmamiev Kurgan. IS-1 slowly pushing up. So remember what that means, everybody, is once a cap progress is coming in, the Axis cannot spawn at their HQ anymore. They are forced to spawn only on OPs and Garys. Trembo goes down. Hazaz comms go down. Okay, the Axis look like they're gaining some ground back here. But these IS-1s, once they push, though, it could be Just could be it. Cigarro Man takes down 2. Amber Lamps and Trembo go down. Cigarro Man takes a shot. Cigarro Man takes down a 3rd there. Propaganda. Cigarro Man goes down. 40 minutes left on the clock. Let's look at the situation, everybody. Highest one below pushing up. To our left here, what do we have? Highest one is marked in front of the Ravine. The Allies have totally dominated on the armor front this game, I think. And the Allies have gained control of this building right here, and they're going to have a good sight line in these windows to shoot at anything that's approaching the point. Cap is coming in. Looks like Baker Squad in the back line has been wiped out from the flanking action. The Allies are storming towards point. IS-1's pushing up here to the south. Don't think there are any Axis tanks on the board. 600 fuel just got... Oh, 1 rocket goes in the back from Hazaz Comms. Oh, can he get a 2nd rocket to engine it? Windows XP is there as well. Windows XP with another rocket. Oh, Hazaz Comms go down. Windows XP goes down. The IS-1 is in the circle, I think, providing that cap weight. IS-1 is engine on point. Vinny Pablo gets taken down by Rat Boy. Stuka's coming in. He's to the south, I think. Stuka comes into the south, but the IS-1's in the Ravine, so it doesn't take too much damage. And the Allies have dominated a strong point here, forcing the Axis back. Strafing run coming in. Nice strafing run from the Allied commander. Big spawn wave comes in the back line. Everybody's flooding towards the point. The Allies are in the circle, though, so remember, they count as 3 bodies, each one of them. The Axis are going to need to pour the fire on here. But unfortunately, I think that's going to be it, everybody. Yes, that is it. Alright. So yeah, just a quick recap, everybody. The Allies camped train station off of the opening. And the Axis had a bold airhead play, but unfortunately, the Allies were able to surround that airhead and take it down and take down the push. And the Axis lost a ton of ground on the front door, and so yeah. And then after that, the Allies pushed forth and captured the 4th point, and then, as you just saw, finished off with the 5th point. Just overall armor domination, and yeah, I was able to allow them really push up and everything. So. All right, thank you for joining me tonight, everybody. I hope you have a good stream there. Hope you enjoyed watching the stream, I should say. And I'll see you in the next one. All right, have a good one, buddy.